gonna go ahead and cut that off. We're gonna make sure we turn that all the way off so we don't have no oops. How is everybody this evening? How is everyone this evening? Oh my God, it is Saturday, February the 20th. We have 8 days left to celebrate Black History. Wow. This month is truly passing us by rather quickly. And this month is too. So welcome to TJ's Boom Report. Now, you know what we do over here. We sit and conversate. So everybody, make sure you have your trusty water. Yes, everybody, make sure you have your water. You have your water? I have guests tonight. I have a few guests, but I'll tell you my one guest don't have water. Okay? And then, everybody, make sure you have your what? Your sip for the evening. What we're doing a little red wine. Just a little red wine. Just a little red wine. Don't shout out any names. Can't do that. I don't know if I have the rights to. So, we're gonna do our little red wine. Not gonna do too much. Why? Because I actually have a special guest. Actually have two special guests, but we'll go over that in just a moment. I just want to make sure that you guys know if you're drinking, drink responsibly. Don't have anything that will get you in trouble. Don't get behind the wheel drunk. If you've been drinking, make sure you have a designated driver. Don't say that I told you over here to do it, because I'm not going to fess up to that. I'm going to tell you guys, you better do what's right. And don't get behind the wheel. While you all settling in and getting ready for the content this evening, make sure that you subscribe. Please hit that subscribe button. I am on a huge mission. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers. I don't know that might not mean a lot to a lot of those big time YouTubers, but for me, that is major if I could have 1,000 subscribers. So, I need for you guys to go out, tell your family, tell your friends. Please hit that subscribe button. Once they subscribe, they watch the videos. Tell them watch the videos. Hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know if you like the videos. Please put comments out there. If you don't put any comments, how do I know to do anything? You guys are telling me comments, but I kind of need them in the messages to make it relevant. You know? Okay. But please, have your family, have your friends. See, we sip over here, so why wouldn't you tell your family and friends? Everybody has a little wine. We have wine on first Sunday, don't we? Grape juice? Okay, sorry. But the Lord's Shepherd Supper, they had wine. And as long as you're not obsessed with it, it doesn't make it a sin. Are you obsessed with it? They're trying to so ignore me. They don't want me to put the camera on them, so we're not going to put the camera on them. I got yelled at before by my sister-in-law, so we won't put cameras on them. Unless they were dressed and ready and their faces beat and all that stuff, then yeah, I would. But other than that, literally, they're sitting in my house with a hoodie on right now. Drawstring pulled and all. They might as well have masks on right they going. And we definitely 6 feet apart. She tripping. Okay. So, please tell your family, your friends. Subscribe. 1,000 subscribers is my first goal. So, if you guys can help me get there, you will be my super fans. And maybe we can figure out something special for you. I think that works. Yes, I'm still following notes after all this time. Okay, next. Everybody knows. This is February, right? And we're celebrating Black History all month. So I just want to make sure I am not offending anyone. I'm not trying to cut anyone down. But this is the month that is given to the nation, the world. Black History Month, for us to acknowledge what black people have done. And when the things that I'm learning and figuring out, we have invented a whole lot of stuff. And there's a whole lot of stuff that might not have been invented if we would have did it. So I just want to say, we are pretty out there. Y'all talk about it if you want, but we are awesome. So, for the last 8 days, that means I think I have 2 more Wednesdays in this month. A Wednesday and a Saturday. So next Wednesday and Saturday will be our last days for Black History. And once we dive out of Black History, we are diving right into relationships. Toxic relationships. And the reason we're doing that is why? Because right now it sounds like it's like a lot of things are going on. So we want to just touch bases with things like that. So make sure you stay tuned for next month. For March, we are kicking that off with toxic relationships. And keep your fingers crossed, my Zoom will be going by then. But today, we have so many African American men and women that we will be honoring. Now, I miss Wednesday. Like I said, life gets ahead of you and things happen. So I was not able to go live Wednesday. And I wanted to go live from my phone, but I couldn't because it says you have to have 1,000 subscribers. So, like I said, I'm going to need y'all to kick that in gear and get my subscriptions up. I will be truly indebted. This evening, we are going to focus on a few Black Americans that have really, I feel, changed the things that we do. But before we dive into our topic for this evening, we want to shout out to my gals. Hey! Hey! Yeah, I know they're looking the same because when I went to change them, they got a little upset. They said they didn't want to be changed. They was feeling their looks and they was all right. And Jeff over here was like, yup, I'm feeling them. So, we left it alone. I know in the content in the beginning I didn't have my movie like I did in the last one. Well, Miss TJ here has been dinged by YouTube. I cannot put the movie up like that. So, in the background, our movie for this evening is Ray. So, I can't put this up either because I bought it. And I'm watching what I bought. Ray! And I did Ray so we can have some good music to listen to as we're going through this evening's top content. So we're going to pop that on up. Everybody knows the movie of Ray, right? So it won't be no spoiler alerts for Ray, right? Ray came out in what? Oh, I guess if I put my sexy specs on, I'll probably be able to read and see. Okay. Yeah. Ray is like a musical. I like musicals. I like music. I'm a family from music. We love music. I don't see the year. Okay, so we're going to keep going. Alright. I'm going to hold you up there. Before we start this content, I'm going to just have to say, oh, let's acknowledge. Okay, I knocked my girls. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place tonight. Why? Because 2005 Ray came out. Okay, I'm all over the place. Why? Because I have 2 special guests with me this evening. Even though they're behind the scenes and quiet and not saying anything, we have 2 special guests. And the first guest I have this evening with me is, I hope my child and her husband don't be upset, but I have my grandbaby with me this weekend, and I have her for the weekend for the first time, and I am so honored, so freaking honored to have my grandbaby, that beautiful angel right there.
Me.
What you say?
It's me.
Oh.
First thing I like to do is.
Oh, my husband is coming up and changing.
No,
Somebody's clothing is upsetting him. His scars.
The breasts.
The breasts is upsetting you.
The titty hanging out.
I'm sorry, y'all. My husband just came up. I don't know if y'all noticed in the picture, and if y'all watching my gals behind, you did notice what just happened. There's been a wardrobe malfunction. We got who was that? Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake. Who did that? He says the wrong one. He cannot take it. Somebody's titty is out. And
this one right here. Look. Stop it. Play too much.
Okay, y'all. He couldn't take it, y'all. He said her titty was out. Oh my God. Please tell me y'all saw that. He is over here fooling. Hey, Brand. So, as I was saying, we'll come back to my husband. Oh my goodness. Yes, I have the honors of keeping that beautiful grandbaby. Oh my God. And first night, y'all, she slept all night. I'm like, I'm the one who was up all night, making sure she slept all night. She slept all night, y'all. We got, 8 to 9 hours. And she's 4 months old. Okay, we going for round 2 tonight. I'm so excited. So, I know they're out there listening. They're out enjoying themselves and having a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves. I am enjoying myself. I'm taking excellent care of your baby. And thank you for the honor of keeping my grandbaby. I just have to say. Oh, I know y'all looking at me like, she a grandmother? I know y'all are. I know I ain't looking like no grandmama. Hey! I know I'm not. What, I look 29? 29? Okay. Alright. That's my going age anyway. So, my next guest is, I have the honor of one of my BFFs. I have the honor of having 5 BFFs. BFFs? Yeah, sure. I have 5. Some close enough, some different. All our relationships are different, but I grew up with all of them. I have some type of longevity with them. They are my BFFs. It's what it is, what it is. And I'm blessed to have 5. But this evening, I have one over here because she is on Emory duty with me. Because she's helping me with Emory to make sure I get through this show this evening without being tackled with the baby. Because I'm going to tell y'all, the hubby is no help. He just is the baby crying on one end, he crying on the other. Wah, wah, wah. I don't know what to do. What should I do? Literally, y'all don't understand. Literally, this morning, I had to leave, go back out to go run through an error real quick. I said, either you can do it for me or I'll do it. He said, can you do it? I said, okay. I said, watch the baby. He said, okay, no problem. I left him. I was going, what? So it's 11 minutes there. Okay, well, the roles were split for me. So 15, 20 minutes there, 20 minutes back, 40 minutes. I know I wasn't going an hour. No, it could have been about 40 minutes. So say for 40 minutes. Plus I stopped to get gas. Oh, gas is my job. That's a whole other story. Okay, but anyway. Say I was going 40 minutes. When I walked back in the door, he was sitting there holding it like, she wouldn't let me do anything. I'm telling y'all, we are having so much fun with the baby here. It has been such a long time. My oldest is older, and my son is older, and I don't have babies, and we haven't had babies around us. And you know what? And hold on, let me get a good Before I go any further, wait a minute. Wait a minute. See, this is what live's about. You know, whatever hits you, you can say it, and you can just let it come on out. So, okay. So, I want to commend my daughter for the job she's doing. Not for just be able to keep up with the baby all day long. And she's gone back to work and working from home, trying to do her work on the computer, and having that baby that needs 24-hour attention. Hold up. I'm just saying, her, my sister, that, and I was showing my shirt off too, okay. But that, all y'all, I give you the utmost. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, I wasn't even able to wash dishes today. Because she demands 24-hour attention. And I'm gonna tell you, them hours move fast. I hear her. See? I'm learning. I'm keying in just like Brandy. I'm keying in just like her. Baby, commend you. You are doing an awesome job. And to keep her 24/7 like that, kudos to you. I did it with you because I have two beautiful children. I have a son and a daughter. And when you're young, you can do that. As you're getting older, boy, is it especially when you don't do it daily. So all the daycare workers out there, all you guys, you school teachers, all of you guys, anybody in the education industry, anybody teaching children, anything, children, adults, anything, I commend you to do that every single day. That is absolutely amazing of you. But I have to give my daughter kudos, amazing of you. Because so I had her Friday, and I had her all day today. And it is truly a lot of work. 4-month-old babies, or babies period, are no joke. So, I give you all kudos, standing ovation. Oh my God, I love you so much. You are doing a magnificent, phenomenal job. And right now, we're going to give a toast to you guys. Everybody, raise your drinks right now. Whatever you're sipping, whether it's water, juice, or stronger. And let's give all the mothers, the workers out there, everybody that's teachers, educators that are doing their job. It's to keep our kids. Stand up. Stand up. That. Stand up. This is for you. I probably was supposed to take a sip, and I took a gulp, huh? I just want to say kudos to you guys. Amazing job. Amazing job. I was wondering if my husband's coming to, mess with one of the gals again. But now, on to my other special guest. I mean, she literally is quiet, and now she's in the other room with the baby, keeping the baby for me. I knew she was on her 22-minute nap. That's what it was. She got 22 minutes in, Brandy. So she is her last nap for the day. And then she goes to sleep after her last feed. Yes, I got it down packed, Brandy. I'm working it with you. Thank you, girl. Thank you. And yes, she does go through a lot of milk. Wow, babies go through a lot. So, we're going to say one more shout out right here. And this is my Momo. Since she didn't want to go on camera, I found beautiful pictures of her. And she can't even stop me. I got it, y'all. Y'all just don't know. And Elijah is rolling. My hubby is rolling. Because he knows what I just did. Alright. That first picture there is one of our girls' trips. We went to Hawaii. And we had a fabulous time. I believe that's when I turned her on to Long Island iced tea. She had never drinking one before. And we had, for one of our nights, we had a dinner at the hotel we were staying at, and we had filet mignon, we was drinking, and I was drinking my Long Island, and she's like, I never had one here before. I never had one. I said, well, come on. Yeah. So if y'all see me talking off this side, that's, there ain't nothing other than the hubby. And she had her first Long Island. She's like, this is good. And she told us something. Next thing you know, we ordered 2. Before the night was out, we was at what? 6, 5. Mind you, we wasn't driving. And they were watered down. Any bar knows that they, after so many drinks, they start watering your drink down anyway. So that's why we kept able to have them. But then the guests was buying drinks, and they a nice community down in Hawaii. Real nice. But we had a good time. So that's what the first picture is. And then the second picture is we was at Bass Pistons game. So that is my Momo. I know I just had her up for a long time while I was talking. So y'all missed. Y'all didn't see. Oh, good. Jesus. Y'all missed it. My husband had his fingers in the camera and everything. Y'all hear that? So, it looks like I'm going to have to go get her. I'm so sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to hold her up that long. Folks don't know what they're doing. So let's go ahead and knock down this content real quick. Tonight we're going to honor a couple people. Black History Month is so important to all of us, but just so that you understand and know who our certain people are. One of our first people we're going to honor tonight is a gentleman by the name of Mr. George Kroon. George Kroon.
Who that?
The next person we'll be talking about is Granville T. Woods.
Where you from?
And the next person after that for the first part of this is George Washington Carver. And one thing I can tell you about George Washington Carver is this week we are featuring the school that I grew up in.
Bone.
Y'all hear her? Do y'all hear my husband in the background? He is studied. Okay, he's on his own thing. All right. So George Kroon, Granville T. Woods, and George Washington Carver. Now, do you know that George Kroon is responsible for the summer of 1853, the creation of the potato chip?
Come on. I love potato chips.
Don't we all love potato chips?
Especially thin.
You know what? If he gonna talk, he really should come in camera,
Ruffles in
right?
the dozen. Ruffles my favorite, but the thin boys, into it. What's his name again?
Tell her bring her here.
What's his name again?
George Kroon.
George Kroon.
Tell bring y'all gonna have to pray and forgive me this evening. I am gonna have to attend to my grandbaby as long as doing this. So, as we were talking about George Kroon, we can give all thanks to him for. And this was unintentional. He was not trying to make it, but there was he worked at a restaurant, and a guy had ordered some potatoes, and they had made something, and he did not like it. He sent it back to the kitchen. He was like, I didn't order that. That's not what I want. And George made up. He had been making them, and people, the people in the kitchen stuff had been eating them, and they had been eating. So he made up these. He sent them out. And the man fell in love with him. And from that point, they went from fried potatoes to the potato chip. He never patented that creation. But oddly is now the world's favorite snack. And I'm gonna tell you, I can eat a bag of potato chips every day. So, and then that's why they add all these calories and fat and tires. But Every day I can do a bag of chips. Seems like they got her quiet. I don't have to attend in. I'm always on point. Grandma Road is always on point. Just like I'm always a mother. Mother, wife. I'm just, you know how you're always just that person? So maybe one day you guys will do a American Black History on me one day. We'll see. Alright. After George Croom, we have Granville T. Wood. That is our second gentleman there. Granville T. Wood. And Granville T. Wood is responsible for improvement of the functioning of the railroads. His most notable are the induction telegraph system, which allows travel trains to communicate with one another while allowing dispatchers to locate them. The first electricity-powered railway. So, our communication on our trains and stuff, that gentleman started that back in, they actually don't give a full year, I'm so sorry. But it happened during the years of 1856 to 1910 because he accumulated nearly 60 patents during that lifetime. And that was just one of his patents at that time. So he actually patented that. So amazing job to him. And then we have none other than George Washington Carver. Now, one thing I can say about this gentleman is that he was important enough that they named the school after him. And I went to his school, George Washington Carver. And I'm going to tell you, I cannot tell you exactly where it was at. I remember I had to get bus there, so I caught the yellow bus there. And it was by Fairlane. It was going towards Dearborn, but it's not in Dearborn. And it was not considered Detroit. Somewhat, I guess. But it was off the Southfield Service Drive. And it was called George Washington Carver. Now, what is this beautiful, handsome young man responsible for? We can bless him and thank him for giving us peanut butter. For those that are not allergic to it. George Washington Carver is responsible for peanut butter. And much, much more. He was a chemist. And he promoted like alternative crops to cotton. Methods to prevent soil decapitations. And he was the most prominent scientist of the early 20th century. Now, he had so many inventions. They always only talk about his peanut butter, his sweet potatoes, and peanuts, things like that. And I'm so sorry for people who have deficiencies that can't eat that. Because it's really good. So sorry. But he started doing experiments in the year of 1896. Now this goes way back, guys. 1896. And created 518. Hold on, let me pull this up so I can look at y'all guys. He did 518 new products from crops. 518 new products from crops. They include ink, dye, soap, cosmetic, flour, vinegar, and synthetic rubber. He publicly revealed his experiments in 1914. Did y'all hear that? Do you hear how much more he's responsible? Not just peanuts and peanut butter and stuff. Ink. The very ink that we use to write with. Dye. The things that we dye, soap. The things we wash our bodies with. Cosmetics. He was a part of the beginning of that because he was in 1896. Flour. Vinegar. Y'all all know what we use. We all use vinegar. People used to back in the day use dish with it. Cleanse that you know. Now we buy the stuff that you clean the poom with. That's water, but you know. And synthetic rubber. I'm just saying. Amazing. So, for those three there, we want to give them a round of applause and congratulations. Thank you so much for your hard work and sacrifice. Next, we want to roll over to our next three beautiful entrepreneurs are amazing people. My goodness. We have Miss Madam C. Walker. And I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm not gonna do her biography justice. I'm gonna be probably missing a lot of stuff, so if I do, just let me know what I missed. We'll talk about it. But we're gonna talk about Madam C. Walker, Percy Levon Julian, and Louis Latmere. I know. Y'all, I told you I'm a numbers person. I'm not a speaker. For a name. So please don't be upset with how I say people's names. But Miss Madam C. Walker. Who was she? Now, when I first originally pulled her up, I pulled her up as she became the first African American woman to become self-made millionaire. Boom. How she do that? She did it by creating a line of hair products geared towards black hair. When I go and buy products for my hair, I live out in the burbs. But I literally go back into the city to the beauty supply stores in the city to get my black hair products. I do. Because the stuff they have out here is overpriced when I can go back into the city and get it for the real right price. So, because of what she did, she was recorded in the Guinness Book of World Records for becoming this black woman self-made millionaire. Other than that, she's an entrepreneur. She's a philanthropist. She's a politician and social activist. Now, as I said, I was going to do her. My husband chimed in and was like, yeah. Madam C. Walker, let me see if I can get his attention. Babe. Yeah. Madam C. Walker.
CJ.
Madam C.J. Walker.
Yes.
I'm speaking on it.
Awesome. Black
Who is
woman.
she? Come here.
She is coming nowhere.
Come over here. Talk to me. They can't hear you
I was just doing a little research on her, and I was amazed at her knowledge and her success. She got up to $1,000 a day tax-free money. That fascinated me.
$1,000 a day tax-free money.
Off of her product.
It's not tax-free in today's market, though.
No. Oh, come on, man. That was back in the day.
But she was
Black
tax-free.
woman.
Black
Yeah.
woman.
Well, that money was tax-free that she made, and her income had got up to $1,000 a day from her business. Yep. So, actually, I just found her out today. How successful she was. She reminded me of my little niece, Jazz.
I I hope you guys can hear that. Can you guys all hear what he just said? I know it's a little difficult sometimes. We talk over the fish tanks and all the running water, but that's our pet, so that's what we have. Did you guys all hear that? Well, he was truly fascinated with her and with her, so congratulations, Madam C. Walker, for what you have done for our community and our world. You will be forever indebted and honored. Next, we have Percy Levon Julian. Oh, he's sitting over here telling us, what's he about? All right, we have Mr. Percy. He's an American chemist, made various vital contributions to the modern medicine as a result of experimenting with soybeans. So he synthesized a drug called, oh my God, I'm not going to try to do it, but it's PHYSOSTIGMINE. Simone, what's this word? What's this word? Whatever this word is, I feel real crazy. Not really, because I'm not into medicine like that. But whatever this drug was, it was used to treat glaucoma. What's that word? PHPLRY.
Physostigmine.
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 It means what it says. Phi is to fight something. See is to see something. Meaning is to mean something. Break it down. Physostigmine.
I know y'all would really love to hear him, really. I know, because I'm watching my meter, so he's not getting picked up that well. But I hope you guys are hearing him. He didn't go get to the barber, so because he didn't go get his hair cut, he's not going to come on camera. Oh, so he's going to tiptoe out of here. He'll be back. So we want to thank Mr. Percy because he made a drug to help fight treat glaucoma. He also discovered how to mass produce cortisone and steroid progesterone, wow, which is used to produce sex hormones. Wow. So, to sum it up, he's a research chemist and a pioneer in the commercial synthesis of medicine. Drugs from plants. That was too much. All I can tell you is he's an amazing man. Okay, he used plants to make drugs to help fight things. That's amazing. I don't know about you guys, but that's amazing. I'm sorry I'm so tongue-tied. But, yeah. Wow. Okay, here we go. We'll keep going. And then we have Mr. Louis Latimer. And what is he responsible for? Our carbon light bulb. All the original light bulbs that we started off with. He's all responsible for. How many ounces did you have? Who told you that, like?
No. I'm going to record and I said, no, she's going to be mad after this.
You changed it?
Huh?
You changed it?
I ain't touching it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes, Brady. Your job is 24/7. And now you got me doing you 24/7. All right, so he is responsible for doing our light bulb. He's an inventor. He's a patented. So not only does he patent his stuff, he's a patenter. So he does the patenting to back then. So we're going back to the year of 1881. He's a consultant, an author, an engineer, a draftsman, and a Navy landsman. That was actually ranked. They don't give his rank, but he was ranked. Among other inventions, other than the light bulb, in 1874, he co-patented with Charles M. Brown to improve the toilet system for the railroad cars, called the water closet for railroad cars. So that's two things we've talked on tonight about railroad cars that have improved that. So you can see how our train systems have improved. In 1876, he was employed by Alexander Graham Bell, and then where he drafted the necessary required information to receive a patent for the Bell's telephone. Y'all hear that? That black man did that, okay? And in 1879, working at the U.S. Electric Lighting Company, owned by, okay, so in 1879, he went and worked for the rival company to Alexander Graham Bell. The company was called Arum Maximum, and this is where he invented the modification to process for making carbon filaments, which aim to produce breakage during carbon dioxide process. So it has to do with the air I breathe, and I'm assuming that this stuff is in planes and things like that, because I know that they have to break down the carbon monoxide when you go up in the air in the different airs, and so this breaking down our air and our filtering our air goes back to 1879. Okay, this man also worked with Thomas Edison in 1884, where they made the air conditioning. And then in 1894, he pursued the patent. Now, you notice I never said patent about the other things, because back then there was not a lot of patenting, and black people were making things that we didn't get recognized for. So in 1894, he pursued a patent for the safety of the elevator. So he's the one that started the people from falling out the side before the elevator doors. You guys remember that when we did that one? And then in you know what? I couldn't even write anymore because it just kept going. So we're going to give contribution to these three right here: Madam C.J. Walker, Percy Levon Julian, and Louis Latimer. Now, yes, we're going through quite a few people because we're on double time because we're making up for Wednesday. We already don't get enough days as it is. I know this water's so good. So good. No, she not. She's looking at that bottle right now. That she tricking Simone into holding, because we both know she know how to hold her bottle. See? And because I said that, Elijah just dropped his pizza all on the floor. Because we know she tricking Simone into holding her bottle. We know that we don't hold the bottle. She holds it. And she got her. Yep, she got her. So, yep, this will be the last bottle for the night. You got to change her. And she getting ready to go down for the count. I'm going to tell y'all, keeping this baby has been an amazing experience. Amazing experience. We're having so much fun. All right. On to our next two people here. We have Mark Dean and Selma Burke. Now, y'all hear my husband in the background? Whoo! Okay. We have Mark Dean. And who is he? He is a computer engineer, and he is responsible for the color IBM PC monitor. Boom. Yes. Look at that young man. Look at that picture. You know, most pictures are in black and white. We have a color picture because this is not an older picture. This is a picture. The gentleman, Mr. Mark Dean, invented this in 1980. 1980. He worked for IBM, and from then he built a team, and they developed this IBM PC, and they mass built the units in 1999. This man is a great man. So you guys, we have another black inventor on deck, Mr. Mark Dean. No, I'm not going too much into depth, but we got to move this evening right along. Now we have Miss Selma Burke on here, and I just want to say real quick, we're gonna knock her down real quick, but we're acknowledging her. For one, I want to give my brother-in-law kudos. He sent me a text message regarding this beautiful lady here, and from there, I started to do research on her. Do you guys know that Miss Selma Burke, even though she was not originally given credit, was the first African American woman who got no credit for designing the image of Roosevelt on the U.S. dime in 1944? You heard what I said. You heard what I said. She devised the dime. That raised figure of Roosevelt's face was cut out by her. Just a short, brief history on her. She was born in a large family. She was born in a family of 10 siblings. She was number 7. Back then, you know, they had large families. Right now, we stop at 2. Most of us 1. We don't have big families like that. But she was the 7th of 10 brothers and sisters. Same mother and father. I know that's right. Her father worked at the railways, and her mother, and her father was also the church minister. Her mother was a stay-at-home. We understand why. She was a stay-at-home mother. At the young age, she had artistic skills, and she would carve objects out of used paper and cardboard. Her family was not well off, so she had to actually attend a poorly segregated school. During her free time, she would be finding herself playing with clay, making objects. Now, her mother and father did not like this at all. Both of them. They did not want her doing this. And they wanted her to pursue nursing. She eventually had to go ahead and pursue nursing. But in the meantime, she entered a contest. And the contest was to devise this picture. And that's how the picture of Roosevelt came up. She made it in the contest and actually won the contest. Now, doing that, she got some type of recognition, but she didn't get credit for the patent of that. After that, another man named William Ariel did some drawing. He changed the hair, and then he tried to take credit for that. Well, he got called out on it. They stopped him for that, and they would not allow that to go. And they gave her full credit for making that in 1943, where she was invited by the president, who was Delano Roosevelt back then, to a function, and he actually gave her credit for what she did. She made the Roosevelt emblem of Roosevelt, raised on the dime. That was her gift. Her parents never agreed with her gift. They never wanted her to do it. So she abided by her parents, and she went to school and got her nursing degree and actually graduated top of her class. And she went to live off in New York. And there she met a gentleman that had her to actually work in her skill in art. And he helped her develop it. He tutored her. He was a white man. And he got pushed back for it. But he developed her to who she was. And she was an amazing artist. She had the hand of gold. And because of her, we can thank her for Roosevelt's image on the dime. She is the one who sculpted that, a black woman who played with clay and paper cutouts and things like that. She loved art so much. I'm going to tell you, her mother and father never gave in. She became a nurse. She graduated nursing school. And they was happy with that. She was married quite a few times. I feel like her husband's died and she would marry again. But we want to give homage to a story that most people, I know you guys don't know about. And because of who she was, she is the person who created the bus for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. She did that bronze sculpture that they have, that, and I believe is in the White House. It's back in the White House, not that Biden's in. I believe it's back. But she is the one that did that sculpture with her hands. An amazing gift, an amazing talent. Miss Selma Burke. We have to give her the utmost kudos and stand-up congratulations. And Mr. Mark Dean for upgrading our computer system. Boom, bam, and beyond. Wonderful. Now, let's get to some more fun stuff before we wrap things up. Next, we are going to honor. We're going to do a short clip. I'm not really giving a whole lot of information, but I want to say that we want to pay homage to Miss Whitney Houston and Brandy for our black rendition of Cinderella. Why are we giving homage to them today? We are giving homage because it has Cinderella has now aired for the first time I'm sorry. It is now, it's finally now on Disney and streaming service. This was a long time coming, but is now on Disney and streaming service. You guys can now stream it. And that became available just not this past Friday, February 12th. Brandy was on The View with Whoopi, and she made reference to they are maybe looking to remake Cinderella. So I wonder who would they pay homage to and who would they get to do Whitney Houston's part. And hold up, we got another person right here. What was her name, guys? This person right here over to your right hand side. Remember, she just passed away as well. So I wonder who would they get to pay homage to her and pay her role. I don't know if you guys can see my cursor over the screen, but we have 2 deceased people in that picture. Hopefully no more. But Brandy, I just want to give recognition for our Black History Month because of Whitney Houston. Everybody know who she is. She is truly a great. For this month, we're not going to talk about her because I just want to give homage to people who are that don't get recognized. We all know who Whitney is. Brandy, we all know who she is. She's amazing songstress as well. I'm sorry, I'm getting very dry here. But I'm gonna give homage to, because do you guys know when Cinderella was released, it averaged 60 million viewers. And back then, now 60 million viewers, and back then there was no on demand, there was no streaming, there was no social media, there was no alerts, no mass alerts or nothing going anywhere. They did that on straight out there TV movie time. 60 million views. Now just imagine what kind of numbers they gonna gross with streaming. And the young people coming up, and we let our young people watch it. Our Black Cinderella. Absolutely amazing. And that's why we are giving homage to them today for Whitney and Brandy for their roles in Cinderella. And when they remake it, I can't wait to show this to my grandbaby Emery, so she'll know what the first Cinderella was and what the new Cinderella is. I can't wait. And last but not least, we're going to give credit to none other than, they say she's the GOAT, Mrs. Serena Williams, an amazing woman, and Miss FloJo. Why Miss FloJo and Miss Serena? I saw this article and I thought it was just absolutely amazing. As Serena was in the Australian Open, she paid complete homage to Miss FloJo, our Olympian champion, our African American woman Olympian champion, by wearing an outfit she wore, and paying homage to the one leg out outfit. And as you can see, Miss Serena wore her one leg out, just like FloJo. And if y'all see FloJo, all of FloJo outfits was one leg out. That was her trademark. That's what she did. Miss FloJo was an amazing athlete. She was an Olympic gold medalist. FloJo, just to say a few, she was an Olympic gold track medalist in 1984, 1988, where she took home the gold medal of the 100 meter, the 200 meter, the 4 by 100. And in the 1988 Olympic Seoul Games, she wore her famously one-legged cat suit. That's what they call it, the one-legged cat suit. I bet you I can't put that on. I'll be looking like a one-legged fool, like a fat frog with rolls. I got a whole lot of weight before I can look. I can't even look like Serena. They both got it going on. But Serena, Miss FloJo, we want to give homage to her for her outfit and all the medals that she won to represent our culture. But Miss Serena, I want to pay homage to her today as well. She was in the Australian Open. She has played in 60 Grand Slams, where she's won 21 of those. I think that's a very good ratio. She is our tennis star. Miss Serena Williams is our tennis star. And I was watching her rounds as she was in the US Open. As she made it through round 1. She made it in round 2, round 3, 4, 5, and 6 is where she met her demise, is when she lost against that young tennis girl. Man, I can't call her name right now. But I think she took her out last time, and she just took her out again. Yeah, she just took her out last time. She just took her out again. So, Miss Flojo, she paid homage to her, Serena, by wearing her one-legged cat suit. I think she got some negative reviews, but she also got good reviews. I want to say I think she looked quite hot in it. I think she looks, pretty good in it. Look at that beautiful smile. The other thing I want to we don't even have to talk about Serena's record because she is a phenomenal tennis player and she will go down. She is in our Black history and she'll be ever in our Black history. But she is teaching her daughter now to play the tennis game. Her daughter is actually playing it. Her little bitty girl, I seen her playing tennis. You guys, this is how we start them off. We start them off young. She is doing the right thing. But when she lost to that young girl the other day in the semifinals, graciously, she put her hand over her heart to the crowd. And the crowd went crazy. I went crazy because I was like, wow. She bowed down gracefully. She didn't walk off the court stumping and screaming and mad or upset because she lost or wasn't fair. She walked off with grace. Serena, girl, you got it. Girl, you got it. Amazing record. I wanted to give you homage, in my report because of you playing homage to Flojo. But you are truly a stand-up athlete. And I just wish you nothing but the best. I can't wait to your next Masters. I had an aunt. My Aunt Letha really wanted me playing tennis. I just did not find the thrill of hitting that ball, and it drove me crazy. And they was mad because they wanted me to be you. Man, my pockets would be filthy rich right now if I was you. But okay. Girl, you got it. You got it. So Miss Serena, she's the GOAT. That's for sure. With Miss Flojo rocking that. So today, that is who we gave honor to. I hope you guys truly, truly enjoyed who we all gave homage to. If there's someone that you see and you hear about and you're like, oh my God, I didn't know this about this person, shoot me a message, hit me on the chat. I would rather you hit me on the chat and let me know, somebody that I should observe. We have approximately a Wednesday left for this month. Let's just look at the calendar real quick. Okay, so we have Wednesday the 24th and Saturday the 27th. We got 2 more days. We'll be paying homage and honoring our Black Americans. You guys, seriously, if there's someone out there that you want me to honor and I haven't honored them, please let me know. I'll be honored to. Like I said, I want to give a shout out to my brother-in-law, Boo Boo Toucan, for Selma Burke. Thought that was absolutely amazing to know that she did the cutout for that. Thank you so much. But thank you for all our honorees tonight. Thank you so much for all your contributions. Now, y'all know how we end our segment. We end our segment with our prayer because we need to pray every time we leave out of here and leave out into God's hands. This world we live is vicious and crazy. So let's end this evening with a prayer. Near and far, this is for you. Heavenly Father, I may not understand how everything will work out, but I trust you. I don't see a way, but I know you will make a way. I have faith that at this very moment, you are touching hearts, opening doors, and lining up the right breaks and the right opportunities. Things may look dark and bleak now, but I have faith. Oh, Jesus, hallelujah. I have faith that my dawn is coming. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you guys so much for joining out with me this evening. I would have showed you my pets, but they're no action tonight. They're not feeling it tonight, I guess. No one's fighting. He's already fed them. So we're going to go ahead and skedaddle and get out of here this evening. I just want to thank you guys for coming out with me this evening. And you guys be safe on them highways and byways.
All right, Mama. What time is it?
I'm trying not to listen to the man in the background if y'all hear him. I'm going to try to get him on camera. You know, that's been a joke, but